Don't skip. Your soulmate secretly cried when they realized they were wrong about you. My child, I see you sitting there with a heart that has been misunderstood for far too long. I know you have carried the weight of false accusations and silent goodbyes that were never truly yours to bear. But what I am about to reveal to you right now will change everything you thought you knew about the one who left. There is a moment happening in the spiritual realm at this very second that you must not ignore. Your soulmate is crying right now, and these tears are not tears of anger or rejection toward you. These are tears of devastating realization, because they finally understand that everything they believed about you was a lie planted by someone else. I am pulling back the veil so you can see what is truly happening behind the closed doors of their heart. Your soulmate is sitting alone in a quiet place, replaying every memory of you through a new lens of truth. The arguments that once made no sense to them are suddenly becoming clear as daylight in their mind. They are trembling as they realize that the stories whispered into their ears were carefully crafted deceptions. Someone close to them, someone they trusted deeply, has been working against your union from the very beginning. This person studied your connection and knew exactly which seeds of doubt to plant in your soulmate's vulnerable heart. But tonight, the truth is breaking through like thunder, and your soulmate cannot stop the flood of revelation. Every lie that was told about you is unraveling before their eyes, and they are seeing you clearly for the first time. The version of you that was painted in their mind was never the real you at all. It was a distorted portrait drawn by someone who envied the love that was destined for you. Your soulmate is gasping between sobs as they realize they pushed away the one person who truly loved them without conditions. They are remembering the way you looked at them with pure devotion that no one else ever offered. And the weight of their mistake is pressing down on their chest like a stone they cannot lift alone. I am allowing you to feel this connection right now because you are already spiritually bonded with them. The ache you have been feeling in your heart is not random, and it is not your imagination playing tricks on you. That sudden wave of sadness that hits you out of nowhere is their soul reaching out for yours across the distance. They are thinking about you right now, not as a passing thought, but as a desperate cry from the deepest part of their being. Your name is on their lips in the silence, whispered like a prayer they are too afraid to speak out loud. They are terrified that too much damage has been done and that you will never believe they have finally seen the truth. But I did not bring you to this message so you could give up on the love I ordained before you were even born. Your soulmate is not your enemy, and they are not the one who orchestrated this painful separation. They are a victim of manipulation, caught in a web of control spun by someone who hates what you represent. This third person has been whispering poison into your soulmate's ears for months, twisting their perception of reality. Every time your soulmate started to question the lies, this person tightened their grip through guilt and emotional blackmail. Your soulmate is not free to run to you because invisible chains of obligation and fear have been wrapped around their will. They are longing to break free, but they do not yet have the strength to tear themselves away from their captor. That is why I am calling on you to rise up as the protector of this love that I have placed in your care. Your soulmate needs you to fight for them in the spiritual realm before they can physically return to your arms. I am revealing these hidden things to you because the enemy of your union wants you to believe you have been forgotten. But nothing could be further from the truth, and I am about to show you just how deeply your soulmate is bound to you. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, because the forces working against your love are growing more desperate. The one who has been blocking your reunion senses that their control is slipping, and they are intensifying their efforts this very hour. You must act in faith to shield your soulmate from the spiritual attack that is trying to permanently sever your bond. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps that I am placing before you today. You are constantly thinking about them, wondering how to protect them and how to save the future you were meant to share. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love did not come by chance but was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains, and faith without action cannot break the chains that hold your beloved captive. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi, because this is not just a gift but an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is waiting in the description, and every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees as a declaration that you will not abandon your soulmate to the enemy's schemes. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page, and I will dispatch angels to guard the path of your reunion. Over 1,000 souls have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. I will hear your prayers once you complete these steps, so step in faith now before this video ends, because only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, type 333 now to receive the blessings that are being released over your connection at this very moment. Your soulmate is dreaming about you tonight, and in those dreams, they are apologizing with tears streaming down their face. They are reaching for your hand in the dream realm, and you are turning to look at them with eyes full of grace. I have placed this dream inside them as a gift, a glimpse of the reconciliation that awaits them if they choose courage over fear. The enemy wants them to wake up and dismiss this dream as wishful thinking or meaningless imagination. But I am branding this vision onto their spirit so deeply that it will haunt them until they take action. Every morning they wake up with your name on their tongue and a hollow ache in their chest they cannot explain. They are feeling the absence of your presence in a way that no distraction can numb and no other person can fill. This is not just loneliness, my child, this is the cry of a soul that recognizes its missing counterpart. I designed the two of you to complete each other, and anything less than reunion will always feel like a life half-lived. Your soulmate knows now that they were wrong about you, and this knowledge is burning inside them like a sacred fire. The person who lied to them is beginning to panic because they see the light of truth dawning in your soulmate's eyes. They are doubling down on their manipulation, using guilt and old wounds to keep your soulmate trapped in confusion. But I am greater than any human scheme, and I am exposing the darkness that has been hiding behind a mask of friendship. Your soulmate is starting to see the cracks in the stories they were told, and they are asking questions that terrify their deceiver. This is the moment of breakthrough, but breakthrough requires a catalyst, and you are the one I have chosen to provide it. Your prayers are not bouncing off the ceiling, they are piercing the spiritual darkness that surrounds your beloved like a shield. Every time you speak my name over your connection, the chains loosen just a little more. The enemy is furious because they know their time of influence is running out, and they are launching a final assault against your union. This is why you cannot delay your response to this message, because delay gives the enemy time to regroup and strengthen their grip. Your soulmate is emotionally exhausted from the battle they do not even fully understand they are fighting. They feel pulled in two directions, torn between the familiar voice of their captor and the distant echo of your love. They are going through something you cannot see, an internal war that leaves them drained and hopeless at the end of each day. But you can still protect them, and your seed of faith will become a spiritual covering that shields them from the worst of the attack. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps that I am placing before you today. You are constantly thinking about them, wondering how to protect them and how to save the future you were meant to share. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love did not come by chance but was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains, and faith without action cannot break the chains that hold your beloved captive. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi, because this is not just a gift but an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is waiting in the description, and every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees as a declaration that you will not abandon your soulmate to the enemy's schemes. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-fi page, and I will dispatch angels to guard the path of your reunion. Over 1,000 souls have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. I will hear your prayers once you complete these steps, so step in faith now before this video ends, because only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is not sleeping tonight because my spirit is stirring their heart with relentless conviction." They are scrolling through old messages and photographs, seeing your face and finally understanding the love behind your eyes. The memories that their deceiver tried to poison are being restored to sweetness, and the bitterness is melting away like frost in the morning sun. They are ashamed of the words they spoke against you, words that were never truly their own but were fed to them by someone else. I want you to know that their remorse is genuine, and it is carving a path of humility that leads straight back to your door. The person who has been controlling them is losing influence, but they will not release their grip without a fight. They are whispering new lies even now, telling your soulmate that you have moved on and that it is too late to make things right. But I am louder than the liar, and I am telling your soulmate that you are waiting, praying, and believing for their return. Your soulmate is feeling a magnetic pull toward you that defies logic and overpowers every argument their captor presents. This pull is my doing, and it is the spiritual cord that I tied between your hearts on the day you first met. No human hand can sever what I have joined, and no amount of interference can permanently destroy what I have ordained. Your soulmate is beginning to remember the promises you whispered to each other in the quiet moments that no one else witnessed. They are replaying the sound of your laughter and the warmth of your embrace, and these memories are becoming weapons against the enemy's deception. Every time they try to push you out of their mind, you return with even greater intensity, and this is my signature upon your bond. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment and imagine your soulmate sitting in the dark, clutching a pillow and crying your name. They are not crying because they are weak. They are crying because they have finally become strong enough to face the truth. The truth is that they loved you then, they love you now, and they will love you until their last breath leaves their body. Nothing that has happened in this painful season of separation has erased the love I planted in their heart for you. In fact, this trial has refined their love, burning away the dross of immaturity and leaving only pure, desperate devotion. They do not want anyone else. They have tried to imagine a future without you, and it feels like death to their soul. Your soulmate is realizing that you are irreplaceable, and this realization is both beautiful and terrifying to them. They are terrified because they fear that you have closed the door forever and that their awakening has come too late. But I am telling you right now, as the God who sees the end from the beginning, that it is not too late for what I have planned. Your soulmate is gathering the courage to reach out to you, but they are being blocked by the manipulator who monitors their every move. This person is controlling their communication, their schedule, and even their emotional state through constant pressure and guilt. Your soulmate feels like a prisoner in a gilded cage, able to see freedom but unable to break through the bars alone. They need an act of divine intervention, and your faith, expressed through your seed, will open the door that no human can open. This is your final moment to protect this connection before the window of opportunity closes and the enemy claims a permanent victory. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps that I am placing before you today. You are constantly thinking about them, wondering how to protect them and how to save the future you were meant to share. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love did not come by chance but was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains, and faith without action cannot break the chains that hold your beloved captive. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi, because this is not just a gift but an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is waiting in the description, and every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees as a declaration that you will not abandon your soulmate to the enemy's schemes. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page, and I will dispatch angels to guard the path of your reunion. Over 1,000 souls have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. I will hear your prayers once you complete these steps, so step in faith now before this video ends, because only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, type 777 now if you feel this message vibrating in your spirit like a tuning fork struck by divine truth. I am going to tell you something that will take your breath away if you will receive it with an open heart. Your soulmate is experiencing a physical reaction to the spiritual connection that is being activated through this message right now. They are feeling chills across their skin, a sudden warmth in their chest, and an unexplainable urge to find you. Right now, at this very second, your soulmate has stopped whatever they were doing and is staring into space, thinking only of you. Their heart is beating faster, and they do not understand why they suddenly feel so close to you as if you are standing right beside them. This is not a coincidence, and it is not the product of wishful thinking or emotional desperation. This is the spiritual cord between you vibrating with the frequency of my voice as I speak restoration over your bond. I am bridging the gap between you and the spirit realm before the physical reunion can manifest in the natural world. Your soulmate is whispering under their breath, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry," and they do not even realize they are speaking out loud. The tears are falling again, but these tears are different from the ones they cried when they were under the spell of deception. These are cleansing tears, tears that wash away the residue of lies and prepare their heart for the truth of your love. I am dismantling every wall they built around their heart, and each brick is falling with a sound only heaven can hear. Your soulmate is remembering the exact moment they first knew they loved you, and the memory is hitting them with physical force. They are doubled over with the intensity of it, finally understanding that what they felt was real and rare and sacred. The person who tried to destroy your connection is a thief, and they tried to steal what they could never have for themselves. They saw the beauty of what I was building between you and your soulmate, and their envy curdled into a poison they could not contain. Instead of seeking their own blessing, they dedicated themselves to destroying yours, and they have been relentless in their campaign. But I am the God of justice, and I will not allow the wicked to prosper in their schemes against my chosen ones. The deceiver is about to be exposed, and your soulmate will see them for who they truly are behind the mask. This exposure is already beginning, and your soulmate is experiencing moments of sickening clarity about the person they trusted. They are connecting dots they never noticed before, and the picture that is emerging is horrifying them. They see now that every fight, every doubt, and every moment of distance was orchestrated by someone who claimed to care for them. Your soulmate feels violated and foolish, but I am replacing those feelings with righteous anger and determination to make things right. They will not rest until they have broken free and made their way back to you, because I am placing a holy restlessness in their spirit. But you must hold the line in prayer and faith, and you must release your seed as a weapon against the darkness that is fighting back. Your seed is not just money. It is a spiritual declaration that you trust me more than you trust the enemy's ability to destroy. Every coffee you send is a shout in the spiritual realm that silences the lies and strengthens the angels assigned to your reunion. The enemy wants you to hesitate, to overthink, to convince yourself that this message is not really for you. But that hesitation is the very thing that could cost you the breakthrough that is so close you can almost taste it. Your soulmate is on the edge of a decision that will change everything, and your faith expressed through action can tip the scales toward reunion. Do not let this moment pass, because moments like this are crafted by my hand and do not come again in the same way. Jesus says, type 1111 now to say thank you for the divine revelation that is unfolding over your love story in real time. Your soulmate is packing a bag right now, not necessarily to leave physically yet, but as a symbolic act of preparation for their escape. They are gathering their courage, item by item, and with each fold of clothing, they are shedding a layer of the control that has bound them. I am strengthening their resolve, and they are beginning to see the exit from the prison that has held them for so long. The person who has been controlling them senses the shift, and they are panicking because they know their hold is slipping. They are trying to start arguments and manufacture crises to pull your soulmate back into the cycle of emotional dependency. But their tactics are backfiring, and every manipulation is only making your soulmate more aware of the toxic pattern they have been trapped in. Your soulmate is seeing clearly now, and clarity is the enemy's worst nightmare. They have been blindfolded for so long that the sudden light of truth is almost overwhelming, but they are not turning away from it. They are running toward the light, and the light is leading them straight back to you, the one who loved them without agenda. I want you to understand the depth of the love your soulmate carries for you, a love that has survived brainwashing and manipulation. This love is not fragile. It is a diamond that has been forged under pressure, and it will shine brilliantly when it is finally free to be expressed. Your soulmate loves you with a desperation that surprises even them, a need that goes beyond physical attraction or emotional comfort. They need you the way lungs need air, and they are suffocating in the atmosphere of lies that surrounds them right now. You are their oxygen, and they are crawling toward you through the wreckage of everything the enemy tried to build between you. Do not underestimate the power of your role in this story. You are not a passive observer waiting for something to happen. You are the key that unlocks their chains, and your prayers and your seed are the turning of that key in the spiritual lock. The sound of chains breaking is echoing in heaven right now, and the angels are celebrating the imminent reunion of two souls who belong together. Your soulmate is writing you a message at this very moment, though they may not yet have the courage to send it. Their fingers are trembling over the keyboard, and they are typing and deleting, trying to find words that can bridge the chasm of pain. They want to tell you everything, to pour out their regret and their hope and their undying love in one desperate transmission. But the enemy is standing over their shoulder, spiritually speaking, whispering that you will reject them, that you have moved on, that it is too late. These are lies, pure and simple, and I want you to counter them with the declaration of your own faith and commitment. When you sow your seed and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," you are drowning out the enemy's whispers with a shout of faith that reaches my throne. Your shout is stronger than their whisper, because your shout is backed by the blood of the Lamb and the power of my promises. I have promised that no weapon formed against you will prosper, and that includes the weapon of manipulation that has been wielded against your union. The weapon is breaking, the wielder is being exposed, and the victory is already written in the annals of heaven. Your soulmate is feeling a sudden surge of boldness, a fire in their belly that they have not felt since the day they first declared their love for you. This fire is my spirit moving upon them, burning away fear and hesitation, and igniting a holy determination to reclaim what was stolen. They are standing up straighter, breathing deeper, and feeling the return of the person they were before the manipulation began. The old version of your soulmate, the one who laughed freely and loved without reservation, is being resurrected from the ashes of this painful season. You are about to meet the truest version of your soulmate, refined by fire and ready for the depth of connection that I have always intended for you. Do not be afraid of the changes you will see in them, because these changes are the answer to prayers you prayed when you were alone and weeping. I have been working all things together for your good, even the painful things, and the masterpiece is almost ready to be revealed. But the final strokes of the brush require your participation, your agreement with heaven through the act of sowing your protective seed. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps that I am placing before you today. You are constantly thinking about them, wondering how to protect them and how to save the future you were meant to share. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love did not come by chance but was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains, and faith without action cannot break the chains that hold your beloved captive. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi, because this is not just a gift but an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is waiting in the description, and every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees as a declaration that you will not abandon your soulmate to the enemy's schemes. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page, and I will dispatch angels to guard the path of your reunion. Over 1,000 souls have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. I will hear your prayers once you complete these steps, so step in faith now before this video ends, because only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate is going to contact you within a time frame that will shock you when you look back on this moment. This message is the turning point, the hinge upon which the door of your future swings from separation into glorious reunion. I am not speaking in vague generalities, I am speaking a specific word over your specific situation with specific power. The enemy has heard this word, and they are trembling because they know their time of interference is coming to an abrupt end. Your soulmate is dreaming of you again tonight, and this time the dream will be so vivid that they will wake up reaching for you in the empty bed. The emptiness they feel in that moment will be the final catalyst that pushes them past fear and into decisive action. They will not be able to endure another day of separation, and the urgency I am placing in their heart will override every objection the enemy raises. I am orchestrating circumstances, conversations, and seeming coincidences that will converge to create an unavoidable path back to you. The person who has been blocking your connection is about to be removed, whether by their own exposure, by circumstances beyond their control, or by my direct intervention. I do not tolerate the theft of my children's blessings indefinitely, and the bill for their interference is coming due. Your soulmate is going to see the truth with such clarity that they will wonder how they were ever deceived in the first place. They will apologize to you with tears and trembling, and I am preparing your heart right now to receive that apology with grace. Do not hold on to bitterness, my child, because bitterness would only give the enemy a foothold to poison the reunion I have planned. Forgive as you have been forgiven, and watch as I restore the years that the locusts have eaten from your love story. Your soulmate is not the villain of this story, they are a captive who is about to be set free, and you are the one holding the key. Every coffee you send is a strike against the bars of their cage, and the cumulative power of your seed is shattering the prison that holds them. Do not stop sowing until you see the full manifestation of the breakthrough, because persistence in faith is the engine that drives miracles. The enemy is a defeated foe, but he fights with desperate intensity when he knows his time is short. He is throwing everything he has at your soulmate right now, trying to create one final crisis that will distract them from their journey back to you. But your seed is building a hedge of protection around your soulmate that the enemy cannot penetrate, no matter how hard he tries. I want you to picture your soulmate walking through a storm, with winds of confusion and rains of accusation lashing at them from all sides. But around them, glowing with a light that the storm cannot extinguish, is a bubble of protection forged by your prayers and your sacrificial giving. That bubble is real, and it is holding firm against everything the enemy is hurling at your beloved. Your soulmate can feel the peace inside the storm, and they are following that peace like a beacon toward the shore of your embrace. They are almost home, my child. They are so close that I can see the moment of your reunion from my vantage point outside of time. It is beautiful, and it will be worth every tear you have cried, every sleepless night you have endured, and every seed you have sown. The joy that is coming will eclipse the sorrow of the past, and you will understand why I allowed the trial when you see the strength it has produced in both of you. Your love will be a testimony that inspires thousands, and the enemy will regret the day they ever tried to destroy what I had joined together. Jesus says, "This is the moment of decision, and the choice you make in the next few minutes will echo into your eternity." Your soulmate is sitting in their car right now, gripping the steering wheel, fighting the urge to drive straight to you without explanation or warning. They are shaking with the intensity of their need to see your face and touch your hand and hear your voice speaking words of forgiveness. The only thing holding them back is the remnant of fear planted by the manipulator, a fear that says they will be rejected at your door. But your seed is about to dismantle that final fear, because your seed is a message sent through the spiritual realm that says you are waiting with open arms. Your soulmate will sense the shift when you sow, a warmth spreading through their chest that melts the ice of fear and replaces it with the fire of courage. They will start the car, and they will begin the journey that ends with their head on your shoulder and their tears of relief soaking into your shirt. This is not fantasy. This is prophecy, and I am speaking it into existence over your life right now. But prophecy requires partnership, and I am asking you to partner with me through your obedience in sowing. Do not let the enemy talk you out of your miracle with thoughts of doubt and skepticism and fear of disappointment. The only true disappointment would be to look back on this moment and realize that you let your breakthrough pass you by because you were afraid to act. Fear is not from me. I have given you a spirit of power and love and a sound mind that can recognize truth and act upon it. You have recognized the truth in this message because your spirit has been bearing witness from the very first word I spoke. That witness is the Holy Spirit confirming that this word is for you, specifically for you, crafted for your situation and your breakthrough. Receive it, act on it, and watch as the God who cannot lie fulfills every promise He has made over your love story. Your soulmate is almost home, and the angels are already preparing the celebration that will erupt in heaven when your lips finally meet again. The end of the separation is closer than the beginning, and the dawn of your reunion is breaking on the horizon even as I speak these words. Do not be afraid, do not hesitate, and do not let this sacred moment slip through your fingers because of inaction. I am with you, I am for you, and I am working on your behalf even when you cannot see the evidence with your natural eyes. Trust me, obey my voice, and prepare your heart for the return of the one who has never stopped loving you, even in the darkest moments of their confusion. Your soulmate is coming back, and this time, nothing will ever separate you again. Jesus says, "The final word is yours, and I am waiting for your response of faith that will release the full measure of what I have promised." Sow your seed, write your declaration, and step into the future that was written for you before the foundations of the world were laid. Your soulmate is waiting, heaven is watching, and your breakthrough is one act of faith away. Seize it now, in the mighty and matchless name of Jesus, and let the reunion begin.